So let us first define a function and then call it. Just like the previous case, we define a simple function. Is equal to 4.1 into x plus 1.7 divided by y equal to 2.3 divided by x plus 1.9 into y, then the return statement. Execute it. Let's call it now. I say a comma b 5,6 result equal to sum math a comma b result is result. Alright, so we get the result, some floating point number as usual. Alright, now something interesting. As you can understand that x gets the value of a and y gets the value of b, and internally inside the function we are changing x and we are changing y. But does that mean a and b will change? Okay, let's see. Sorry. Well, they do not change. That is because a and b's original values are hidden and x and y gets the copy of those values. Hence a and b does not change. Now what if we change the function slightly? Let's copy paste the function. And instead of x and y, let's put here a and b, and write here a plus b. Okay, re-execute it and copy paste this whole thing. And execute. Okay, here is one catch. Not a catch exactly. As programmer, you will be able to easily figure out what is going on. Look at the output. It is different from this one. Why? Because in the previous case, notice by the time x reaches here, x has already changed. Not so in the current case, because I am using the same value of x and y as earlier, because the new value that was earlier being had by x is now being had by a, and we are not using it here. Okay, why is it so? We just explained why the difference in output. Now let's see, any effect on this? Well, actually no. Why? Because Python will create its own a and b inside the function. Okay, they are local to the function. Alright, and they have no relation whatsoever with the global guys, that is this a and b. We can figure that out easily. We can write here print a is, and here I use that function id, b is this, and I do the same thing over here. So first let me execute this, then this. Notice the IDs of A and B, and now this. Notice they are different. Okay, so that proves without any doubt that in Python the function is actually creating its own internal A and B, right, which has got nothing to do with the global A and B. Now for the keyword global, what I do is I write over here global A. All right, and now see what happens. And of course I execute this. I, as usual, says from here to here, okay, and then I execute this. This time instead of ID I just print A and B, because that is what we are interested in. Notice A's value changes, B's value continues to be whatever it was. That is because when you write global A, that implies that you are telling the function not to create its own lexical A, instead to work with the available A that you have already declared somewhere else in the file globally. Okay, so that is the implication of using the keyword global. Now, second capability of Python is, which we have not covered in the previous session on Python on functions, is this. Arguments are args. Okay, now see what does this star give us. So I say args AB, notice both are correct. So this star args, what it does is it gives us the capability to pass variable number of arguments to a function. Earlier we saw that in the parameter list, if there are two parameters, and in case there are three parameters in the parameter list, while calling also you have to pass as many parameters, rather arguments. In case you are using default value argument, then you can pass lesser number of arguments, but you certainly cannot pass more number of arguments. But the star args gives us the capability to pass any number of arguments. All right, now, but what about keyword arguments? Well, for that also we have capability. We said def kw var args. We pass two arguments, star args and star kw args. And notice over here the arguments list is, the arguments are stored in a tuple. Okay. So I write print execute this function. And then call it. First we call it with only non-keywords. Okay, why use 12, 15, 18 again and again? Let's use something else. 32, 42, 52. Notice non-keywords are keyword arguments are put in a tuple and keyword arguments are being stored in a dictionary. The dictionary is right now empty. That is because we have not passed any keyword argument. Next, let's pass only keyword arguments. I say a equal to 5 comma b equal to 6. This time the tuple will be empty and the keywords will be stored in the dictionary with the name of the argument, name of the parameter rather, as the key, and the value that you pass as the value of the corresponding key. Okay. Now let's pass both. So we write over here 2 comma 3 comma x equal to 5 comma y equal to 6 comma z equal to 7. So this time 2 and 3 will go to the tuple and x, y, z along with their values will become key value pair in the dictionary. Okay, as we expected. Alright, so hope you enjoyed the session. We learned what is a global keyword and how to use it, and we also saw how to create functions that can take any number of arguments. Alright, both non-keyword, that is positional parameters, as well as keyword arguments. Alright, okay, so that's all. Bye.